Auch noch eines von ihm. Er ist ein verdammt guter Tänzer, der Dreammaker. Herzlich willkommen, Dimitri van den Bergh. Die Aufgabe für Dimitri van den Bergh wird nicht leicht. Es wartet die Nummer 9 der Welt, der UK Open Champion von 2012 aus Schottland, the Thorn, Robert Thornton!
Robert Thornton, Dimitri van den Bergh, the penultimate game of the afternoon session as these two duke it out to fight their way through to a place in the last 16 of the European Darts Open. The winner of our final match of the afternoon session, Ian White or Alan Norris, awaits the victor. Robert Thornton very nearly taking on someone who's actually smaller than him. Not actually the case. Might just be Dimitri's quiff though. Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one. And alongside me, Rob Malarkey.
Yeah, very good afternoon once again. Robert Thornton, two-time quarter-finalist on the European Tour this year. Capable of better, he's seeded 11th, and I tell you what, he's up against it, I think, today. Van den Bergh is the outsider with the bookies for this one, but he beat the former Lakeside champion Christian Kist 6-3 yesterday. The 6-3, though, doesn't really tell the full story. He broke his opponent 3 times. He averaged 100. He had 75% on his doubles, a 1-1-1 checkout, 3 180s, and an 11 dart leg to boot as well. So all in all, there was plenty to like about that performance yesterday by Van den Bergh. And a win for him here today would represent his best ever run in a European Tour event. He made the second round in Gibraltar, has never reached the third round, or at least hasn't this year, I should say. So Van den Bergh will have his backers today. He's a very capable youngster. He's clearly in the mood. He's a confident sort as well.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And we've seen a couple of upsets already today. Beaten, gone. The biggest, though, the exit of Van der Pas. So maybe Thornton could be wary of that as well. Throwing first in the opening leg.
85.
And we're underway.
Yeah, one of the top performers in the opening round, Dimitri van den Bergh, as you rightly said. Christian Kist averaged 100 and lost. Only Jelle Klaasen averaged more. He made it through. 100.7 average for Jelle Klaasen. He's on the way this evening against Dave Chesnell in one of these standout ties of the second round. We've already seen some belters today, though. Very impressive performances from the likes of Terry Jenkins, Mark Webster, Mervyn King, we've just seen. Can Robert Thornton follow suit? Seeded 11th here.
45.
Well, look of anguish on the face of Thornton there.
140.
As Van den Bergh just edges in front. Thornton, though, with the advantage of throwing first, so should get down to a finish first, or maybe not.
60.
I'll say should do. Yeah, Van den Bergh hasn't really punished Thornton there, but he is down to a finish of 142.
16 will leave him his favourite, double top.
Make sure you require
Absolutely deadly on double top when he's on form as Robert Thornton. It was certainly his ability to hit it that took him to that UK Open title back in 2012. Beat Phil Taylor in the final.
Well, he doesn't like double top today. He's chasing all over the board for double 5.
Make sure you require 84.
And Van den Bergh has a window of opportunity here. Takes a big, deep breath. Could do it in 2 darts here. Double 12. Taking a moment or two to compose himself, the young Belgian. And it pays dividends to bide his time because he takes out the double 12. It's an 84 checkout. And he has broken in the very first game.
Well, it was his finishing that got him to this stage, seeing off Christian Kist. He hit 75% of his doubles, but the only 2 darts he missed on the same visit is when he pinned it with the last dart anyway. So in terms of missing opportunities and allowing your opponent back to the board, it just didn't happen. If that continues, Robert Thornton, it could be in a spot of bother.
Yeah, 6-3 as well, the scoreline. As I said, it doesn't really tell the whole story. It sounds like there was just 1 break, but there were 3 breaks for Van den Bergh as well. Trouble was, he was broken twice himself by Kist in that one. But he showed genuine signs of class yesterday. And he's showing a lot of class here as well on his own throw. Van den Bergh was a 2-to-1 shot there or thereabouts to win this one. Seemed a generous price to me. Early days, though.
Well, that is the question mark, isn't it? As you said, not made it through to the last 16 of a European Tour event as yet. We know these young lads can put in a good performance. It's doing 2, 3, 4 in a row that will separate the men from the boys. Could we see him do a Benito van der Pas and go all the way to the final? He's not made a quarter-final on the senior tour as yet. Needed a treble 18 for a shot at the bullseye, but he finds it with his last dart to leave him double 16. Now then, Robert Thornton.
Nah. He saw the grimace there. And he's in position, but Van den Bergh has 3 darts at double 16 here. Or showing any signs of frailty, you wouldn't know it.
Well, certainly the finishing appears to be there. And if that's the case, the longer it goes on, the more trouble Robert Thornton's going to be in.
43.
And the dream maker doing exactly that, making his own dreams this weekend. Thornton, though, looking to crush those dreams with an iron fist with a 180. We must be approaching 100 180s for the weekend so far.
Oh, this will get us closer. No, it won't.
It must be 80 odd. We'll get a graphic up. I'll get the guys on it.
There you go, 88.
Thank you.
Just the 12 more. Could do that in this afternoon session. Oh,
80.
Well, I think that pinged out the treble 20. 60 points on the floor there effectively, but again, it's on the Thornton throw, so no particular damage done here. In fact, Thornton with that treble 1 is making life difficult, but he's in a good position now to get off the mark. Make
89.
That 89. There you go. Well, anybody who's backed 200 180s this weekend might, just might, have a bit of joy. We're running out of matches though, of course. So.
We do have some heavy hitters on the way. Michael Smith kicks off the evening session. That's against Mensur Suljovic.
There you go. Almost again. Good start though from Van den Bergh. I'm about to say all he needs to do now is hold his throw, but like I say, easier said than done, and he was broken twice yesterday, and Thornton's in the mood now. Look at this. Robert Thornton is in business all of a sudden.
Right, is he finding his range, the man from Ayrshire?
Good response though from Belgian, the young Belgian I should say.
Oh, now. A cry of anguish from the crowd. They're desperate to see a 9-darter. Twice this weekend we've seen players on it. Robert John Rodriguez, 6 perfect darts. Mark Webster, 6 perfect darts.
81.
Just the 81 from Van den Bergh. It's an opportunity for Thornton.
100.
That's okay. 1-2-1 significantly easier than 140. He only needs 1 treble for a shot at the ball. Van den Bergh. Well, he wanted to go for the 18s route.
92.
Sets it up all right.
21.
Can Thornton take this out? Treble 17 for a shot at the bullseye. Doesn't get the treble, and Robert Thornton constant critique of his own shots continues.
So 16, double 16 for a 3-1 lead. Double 80 needs. Double 80 gets.
Once
And
again.
look what it means to him. What a show of emotion that was from Van den Bergh. He kisses the dartboard as he retrieves his arrows. Another fist pump there for his fans.
140.
Once again, it's another visit where Dimitri Van den Bergh gets a dart at a double and doesn't allow his opponent back to the board. He is yet to do that this weekend.
DVB, the chant from the fans inside the Maritime Arena here in Dusseldorf.
100. 62.
Wow, it crept into the one, that second dart. Again, my eyes deceived me there.
49.
Van den Bergh not punishing Thornton there. Thornton's just lost his way momentarily here, struggling for trebles. 1 in 6 for Bob. Seeded 11 here. Quarter-finalist in Hildesheim, quarter-finalist in Munich. Made the third round in Riesa 3 weeks ago, lost 6-4 to Ian White.
100.
Yeah, kind of strange that Robert Thornton's never done it on the European Tour to the extent that he's done it on the Pro Tour. I mean, he's not gone past the quarter-final at all in the European events, and that looks like 60 on the floor to me. Well, he's recovered very well. It leaves him Shanghai. Tour as Dimitri Van den Bergh fires in another maximum. That's his second.
Wow.
A fourth of the match, and it puts pressure on this. Needs the treble, Robert Thornton. Gets it. Double top. It's his favourite. And that's why. And he'll have a little celebration. It's not quite as flamboyant as Dimitri Van den Bergh's. You've earned it, Robert.
Yeah, he needed that. My word, 3-2 could easily be 4-1. It was a terrific application of pressure from Van den Bergh, and so is that. Fifth 180 of the match.
I do remember back in Austria last year, Robert Thornton came up against Roby John Rodriguez, another up-and-coming young European player who likes a bit of a celebration, and it got on his nerves as Dimitri Van den Bergh, 5 perfect darts and a shrug of the shoulders.
Well, he's in possession for a 4-2 lead.
100.
Bit of a stumble there, though.
Oh, look at this. Robert Thornton. Now then, hits a 180 of his own, and despite Dimitri Van den Bergh kicking things off with 5 perfect darts in this leg, Thornton is probably just about favourite for it to break back. But here comes Van den Bergh, another one of those. Look at this, what a finish this would be. Oh my word! 126 checkout. 2 treble 19s, double 6, and this incredible run of finishing from Dimitri Van den Bergh this weekend continues. 12 darter, 4-2, and Thornton, he's throwing everything at the young Belgian, but he's getting a load back as well.
Absolutely astonishing, that 6th leg. 5 perfect darts for Van den Bergh to start things off. Thornton hits back with a 180. And then Van den Bergh checks out with a 126. Absolutely brilliant. 6 180s in this match, 3 apiece. Thornton is landing plenty of punches, big ones as well, but Van den Bergh is just jabbing right back at him. DVB, the chant goes up once again. 4-2 the lead.
43.
Not a brilliant start to leg 7. Thornton is not out of this. He is a street fighter who will keep going.
Robert Thornton is 4-2 down, and he is averaging 110. This is madness. But it just goes to show, if you average 100 or thereabouts and you take your chances, you can win any dart. Think back to Raymond van Barneveld at the World Championships when he played Adrian Lewis. Adrian Lewis threw a 9-darter at him. He was throwing ridiculous stuff, but Barney just kept plodding away. 99 average, around about the 100 mark, and taking his chances. He managed to keep holding his throw. He went all the way to a deciding set, and one poor leg from Lewis cost him that match. We saw RVB do it a number of times in the Premier League. Phil Taylor threw 115 average, and Raymond van Barneveld still managed to come away with the win. Van den Bergh is doing a Barney on Robert Thornton here.
DVB is doing an RVB. Could be the MVP.
85. Robert, you require.
Well, it's a scratchy 7th leg this from Van den Bergh, though. Thornton closing in.
Showing the 7th leg. Robert Thornton.
And it's 4-3. Still has the break. Terrific match. High quality, high octane, highly absorbing.
Is this the opportunity, though? Is this the opportunity for Robert Thornton to hit back at Dimitri Van den Bergh? It is, and you can see
Little
a pump and a fist.
Yeah, a little snarl on the face of Thornton as well there. Punishing Van den Bergh for his opening 59 salvo.
60.
59 is backed up by a 60 as well. Great chance now for the number 11 seed to press on and just ram home his advantage here. So far isn't failing, or is failing to do so, but it's a good recovery with the treble 17.
Now, Dimitri, what have you got?
Plenty.
What have you got?
Could have been better. It was a good first start. He had lots of room to work with there. Didn't fill it up.
Well, he wants to stay on the treble 20 because a ton would leave him 170.
60.
Very, very difficult after those first 2 darts. Just the 60, and maybe Dimitri Van den Bergh has got a way back into this now. Oh, that looks good. It looks very good. It looks perfect. Dimitri Van den Bergh, just when you think Thornton might be turning things around, hits back with his 4th 180 of the match.
100. Make sure you record.
This isn't over yet, though. Thornton is there, ready to pounce if Van den Bergh doesn't take this out. His finishing has been spectacular all weekend. Well, he's not going to give himself a dart at a double.
69.
He is going to set it up well.
Robert, you require 110.
So Thornton with a great chance here. Oh, well, still has a chance. Hasn't any more, and you can see what it means. Thought for a moment he was going to throw that dart into the crowd as he turned away for a moment just to gather some composure.
38.
He knows that was a really, really good chance to level things up. Van den Bergh with 3 darts at double 16 to move to within 1 leg of a place in the 3rd round. Double 4, nervous.
28.
Reprieve for Thornton.
First time this weekend that has happened, where Van den Bergh has had darts at double and he has not taken it out on that visit. Thornton, single 16, double top, 1 dart in his hand.
32.
There are those who would have put their mortgage on that. 3 missed doubles already for Van den Bergh. And 3 more. He's busted there.
Robert, you require 40.
It's been pretty much
Surely.
perfection all weekend from Van den Bergh when it comes to killing legs off. He's had 2 visits there where he's failed to do it, and Robert Thornton is the kind of man you cannot afford to do that against. It's 4 apiece now. That's the break back Thornton wanted. He has the throw in 2 of the remaining 3 legs. Despite messing about in the doubles there, Thornton's still averaging over 100. It's around about 103 and going up.
Yeah, Van den Bergh there, good illustration of what you were saying before, hitting a 4th 180 of the match, but just unable to make any impact with his doubles. It was wayward when he needed to be deadly accurate.
123.
Good recovery from him, but he knows he's up against it. This will be a real test of character for the 21-year-old.
100.
We know this bloke's got loads. Look at that. Only 2 legs, going longer than 5 visits to the board. And look at this, Bergh again!
Well, that's
100.
just what he needed, exactly when he needed it most as well. Thornton, though, still in with a shout here.
100.
Important last dart there from Dimitri Van den Bergh, gets him down to a 2-dart finish. Robert Thornton is not going to take out the 161, but he is going to leave himself pretty handily placed. Now it can be awkward, this. Treble 20, and give him 2 darts at double 19. 78 left. He doesn't get a dart at a double. So Robert Thornton, 62 to go into the lead for the first time in the match.
12 leaves tops his favourite, or supposedly his favourite. Oh, it's not his friend at the moment. Not his friend at all. Van den Bergh for another break. Getting closer. Thornton looks on, powerless as Van den Bergh leaps with delight. Little jab of the finger on his temple there, telling everybody that he has the game plan and he has the mindset to deal with this. Playing with his hands and playing it between the ears as well here, Van den Bergh.
He's gone off for a walk. He's gone off for a walk. He's orchestrating the crowd.
Well, Thornton won't like this.
Oh, wow.
Yep, I bet his heart's racing here. Biggest leg of his career, you could argue this. Certainly one of them.
Well, the crowd on their feet now. Robert Thornton, the back of the stage.
60.
I'm sure that little display from Dimitri Van den Bergh will have fired him up a little bit. Is it going to see him produce his best at the business end of this one? Well, that's a start. The Thorn has got his game face on, needs to win the last 2 legs or he will be going home from Dusseldorf. Dimitri Van den Bergh finds 1 treble, but Thornton's effectively stolen the darts and he's back in the treble bed again.
85.
Could have done with another treble there. Just to ask questions of a young player who looks as though he is dealing with the occasion here.
Just when you think Dimitri Van den Bergh might have run his race and maybe Thornton's getting on top of him, he hits back. He's done it 2 or 3 times in this match already. It's been very, very impressive after that incredible battle in the opening round with Christian Kist. And 80 does get into a finish, but it's not the easiest. So Robert Thornton's still the favourite for this leg, and he certainly is now. He certainly is now. Oh, well, he's missed a big number there, and that's going to cost him a dart at a double if he returns. He might not.
Wow.
128.
Not to be at the moment for Van den Bergh. Thornton surely can't look this gift horse in the mouth. Surely can't afford to. There you go. There's your answer. Anybody who was doubting Robert Thornton's ability to take out double 20 in this absorbing encounter, there's your answer. It's his friend once again. 5-all, another break.
Well, he's hit it every single leg that he's won, Robert Thornton. Can he get the job done here? A 12-darter is more than likely going to win it, barring just magic from Dimitri Van den Bergh.
And that's a good 3 darts to start things off as well for Thornton. This isn't bad either, though, from Bergh. Oh!
I said it was barring magic from Dimitri Van den Bergh. He has started off perfectly, his 6th 180 of the match.
Oh, he needed that treble as well there, Thornton.
Surely he can't.
Why not finish it off with a 9-darter, Dimitri? Go on. Go on, sir. Fill your boots. Help yourself. Unlucky.
95.
Just the wrong side of the wire with the second dart. But he's got a 50-point advantage. Thornton. Oh, now then, Dimitri Van den Bergh. He's just got his nose in front. He's stolen the darts of the deciding leg. Dimitri Van den Bergh. Can he close this out now? It's his game to lose. 59. It's good counting in a very pressure situation. The young guy's at least done his maths correctly. He's left himself a finish. Ton 40 gives Robert Thornton a 2-dart finish.
Will he get the chance? This would be a spectacular finale. Not to be for Dimitri Van den Bergh. Needed the treble 20 to start things off, and he's still over 100 points away from victory. Thornton 91.
He's going.
Takes out the 25. Sorry, Dan. Oh, he's hit the treble 16. It leaves double 9. My word. Absolutely sensational match. It doesn't get any better than that. Anybody wondering why darts is such a popular occasion just needs to look back on that match. 11 legs of absolute top quality sporting drama there, breathless at times, hugely absorbing, a high-octane encounter. A big embrace for Dimitri Van den Bergh, who came so close to pulling off another upset. His day will come, you have to be guaranteed of that. But Robert Thornton, 4-2 down at one stage, comes back to reach the 3rd round of the European Darts Open. And my oh my, he is breathing a big sigh of relief. Van den Bergh was a class act at times there. Missed doubles in amongst it all. But Thornton knows he was given a good, thorough workout there by the youngster. Van den Bergh, a pat on the back for him. Let's hear from Robert Thornton now with Elmar Polka. Up next, by the way, Ian White against Alan Norris.
Robert Thornton.
Well,
Sagt, das sind genau die Matches, die im Vorfeld des World Matchplay, dem nächsten Major-Turnier, natürlich auch braucht.